Hello and welcome to Dimsy's Domain, a very, very simple title, and I'm sure you've seen it. But today I got a very, very special, not very simple, a very special guest with me to discuss this topic. I know that sounds kind of patronizing. I'm very, 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 very sorry, but still we have Real to Real Productions. Hi.
What's up, Dimsy? Thanks for having me on, man. It's been way too long before or since you and I have actually done any videos together, so thanks for having me back on, man.
Always a pleasure, and today, for him to come on this channel, we need a very special topic, and from the spoilers for Dragon Ball Super episode 100, we know that Kale and Caulifla are kind of in awe of Goku's blue transformation, and they ask Goku, hey, can you teach me? But here's my question to you. I know there's been a lot of backlash throughout the net. Should Caulifla go Super Saiyan Blue? And this is a two-part question. First part being, should she go Super Saiyan Blue in the duration of the tournament, which is 48 minutes, or should she go Super Saiyan Blue at all throughout Dragon Ball Super? I guess I'll just, open the floor to you, my friend.
I want you to open up the floor to everyone else listening. Honestly, I want everyone who... You don't have to listen to the video. Go down in the comment section below and tell us what you think about this. And then come back after you listen to this and tell us what our thoughts and opinions did to you guys' thoughts and opinions. Anyway, no, man, oh my God. Can I just say no? And a very enthusiastic no during the tournament. And a less so enthusiastic no for the entire series. Look, I just want to make it very clear. Super Saiyan Blue needs to be special. Absolutely 100% capital N, E, E, and D, and S. Actually, there's an S in there. Needs to be special in order to have Goku and Vegeta the sole people who can actually do it. In fact, with the rumors and speculation and all this stuff that the community is doing with Goku's potential transformation, or new transformation or whatever it was, it needs to be special to Vegeta. Exactly. It needs to be special to him. Look, I don't understand how this is all going to work out. I don't know why they're doing one thing after another, but at this point, I mean, I think MJ even did a video about this, and a lot of people were annoyed with it as well. Caulifla got Super Saiyan, for the S's and G's, honestly. She didn't necessarily... I guess her potential was good enough, but I mean, she got it easier than freaking Goten and Trunks. Because the only one we actually saw who got it in the anime was Goten, and he at least had some little kid emotion going towards all of that, and actually gave him the kick he needed, and actually to get angry enough. It made sense to a degree, considering the fact that he had this latent potential and the fact that he is just this kind of kid, the same way Goku is, but he's also kind of more attuned to his emotions because he's a half-breed. Caulifla did it for no reason. She was just like, oh, dots on my back, or, tingling in my back, Super Saiyan, and then Super Saiyan 2. No, this girl cannot keep getting Super Saiyan transformations over and over and over again just because she feels like it, just because she thinks she deserves it. And what's weird is, if you boil it all down, I really want to see her actually get a Super Saiyan transformation when you think of it that way, because a Super Saiyan Blue transformation for Caulifla, the first Super Saiyan God female, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan female character would be epic. But at the same time, if we're going to do that, I don't know how long it's going to be on, but if we're going to do that, let's give it to Brawl, let's give it to Pan, let's give it to someone who we should have a little bit more emotionally attachment to, or be attached a little bit more emotionally, considering they're actually related to some of our more, I guess, senior characters, or even our protagonists to a degree. If you're thinking about Vegeta or Goku, Vegeta and Goku's show is basically what Super is. So if we're going to see it, hold off. You don't necessarily need to give it to Caulifla, but if they end up doing it, then at least fingers crossed, don't do it in the tournament. How dare they do it in the tournament if they actually end up doing it in the tournament? Because, just generally because they don't need to brush off the fact that Caulifla got this and it took Goku and Vegeta literally months of training in order to get it, or Kaba hasn't gotten it, or Kale has her own kind of transformation she's probably not going to give at any point. So I know it was a really long rant just to say no and absolutely not. That's my thoughts and opinions.
And that's the exact reason why I opened the floor to you, because I know you're going to very enthusiastically say NO. Now, I'm going to try my best to play devil's advocate right now and actually try to switch it over. Let me try my best to justify why she should get Super Saiyan Blue. Now, the way I would justify it, firstly, going to your point about her attaining Super Saiyan. It's a quick, I guess I am digressing somewhat, but regarding Caulifla getting the Super Saiyan transformation, we can just say the fact that, okay, we know that Kaba was able to achieve it during battle against Vegeta at one point. Now, if there is some sort of shortcut to just mastering the Super Saiyan transformation, it's somewhat tolerable. Is somewhat bearable. Is that yes, it is bearable. I can understand that. I will accept that. As you said, Goten, Trunks, Kaba, fine. Give her the Super Saiyan transformation by making her back jingle and tingle and whatnot. If we were to look at the whole Super Saiyan Blue transformation, I completely and utterly agree that it cannot happen by any means in the tournament itself. But as it goes further, if there is a possibility of her potentially getting blue because she's taught it, I think that could be a viable situation to also make her. I am clutching at straws here, but it can make. Okay, no, she shouldn't get the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. Who am I kidding?
Let me just say, I'm gonna play devil's advocate to my own thoughts and theories. Look, Dragon Ball Super hasn't necessarily finished its run yet. We don't necessarily know what any of the other stories are going to be at this point. But at the same time, Universe 6 and 7 are kind of kindred spirits. They're mirror universes of each other. And at least at this point, after everything that we've seen, other than, we don't know what Universe 1 and 12 and 5 and 8 actually look like compared to each other. But even then, the only closer examples that we have between universes being twins of each other and showing their, I guess, kind of camaraderie or like the differences and similarities in their own forms of life are Universe 2 and Universe 11, because the Sailor Moon type of Super Sentai characters from Universe 2 and then Universe 11 has the Pride Troopers. They at least make sense. Like that mentality somehow, even if they're not necessarily the same people, crossed over. But Universe 6 and Universe 7 do have this camaraderie, this, the brothers, the twins, gods of destruction, which no other universe has. If Super continues past the Tournament of Power and even continues past Dragon Ball Z, which is at this point unknown. Like we don't know what it's going, how long it's going to be on, or where they're going to end up in the timeline after all this is said and done. But with that being said, considering the fact that they put so much time and energy to introduce Kaba, Kale, Caulifla, Hit, Frost, Magetta, Botamo, that pig guy, Champa, Vados, and whoever the other two people are who are going to be fighting for Universe 6, there could potentially be stories down the line where we get to see Caulifla back in action and actually turn Super Saiyan Blue. But doing it within a 48-minute period during a chaotic fight is a huge no-no, right? You're right. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that I think it would turn off a lot of people and be like, well, Super Saiyan Blue is no longer a thing. Like, 17 can fight Super Saiyan Blue, 18 and Krillin can fight a suppressed Super Saiyan Blue. Goku isn't even stronger than Frieza to some people. And now Caulifla can get Super Saiyan Blue immediately. I can understand why Toriyama wants to kind of get rid of better and more interesting transformations, but if he is allowing characters to basically get the Super Saiyan God Blue transformation almost immediately and with absolutely no effort, then he's going to have to up the scales for Goku and Vegeta going forward. And although a lot of people might like that, I don't necessarily think that that's exactly what's going to happen.
And I think that one thing we spoke about earlier, and how you said, no, if you want to keep Super Saiyan Blue special, although it's been diluted in its uniqueness, at least make it special for the sake of Vegeta. But remember this, even when there was Super Saiyan 3 around, Vegeta was still using his Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, while still people like Gohan was using it. So even, and this is very bad, but if Super Saiyan Blue continues to be diluted and let's say Goku gets his own little transformation, we know he can do the Kaioken on top of the Super Saiyan Blue. What's the harm of giving Super Saiyan Blue to someone else? Because at the end of the day, Super Saiyan Blue means absolute trash, and I know that's very bad for Vegeta. Another thing is, we know that maybe Kabe might achieve Super Saiyan Blue, or he might achieve a higher level of transformation in general, as he is the student of Vegeta. But then if we have this little thing of, hey, what if Caulifla is this indirect student of Goku, and there is that little rivalry there? Because I don't know if Kabe has unlocked Super Saiyan 2, but we know that Caulifla has. So, you know, they might have, you know, painted the picture, kind of laid down the foundation for her being able to get and achieve certain transformations. But for the question, should Caulifla get Super Saiyan Blue? Should she transform to Super Saiyan Blue at the time of the tournament or later on down the future? I think that both of us agree that no, we shouldn't be doing this. Honestly, give her a completely new one, or let her stay at Super Saiyan 2, or give her Super Saiyan 3. Let's give that transformation a little bit of love. If you are going to give a new transformation, give her Super Saiyan 3, or give her some sort of different shade or variation of Super Saiyan 2. Heck, I don't care. Give her Super Saiyan Rose for all I care. Anything would be better than giving her the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. But anyway, I want all of you lot to go to the description. There's a little link that says Real to Real Productions. Please make sure to subscribe to him. He does hands down, palms down, paws down, the best discussions regarding Dragon Ball. So please give him a subscribe, and you know, click on that bell for him as well. Anyway, I really do want to thank him for gracing the channel. Make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe with your scouter. You may now exit Dimsy's domain. Thank you, goodbye, don't die.